power pop veterans and legends Weezer. It is another one of their self-titled albums. This one is being dubbed the Teal album, and it is an album comprising of various cover songs, mostly from the 70s and 80s, with a couple of 60s and one no scrubs. Literally all that came with this album was a Facebook post saying, surprise, guess who just dropped a new album? No, it's not the Black album, that's still coming on March the 1st. Here's the Teal album to hold you over until then. And I think it's safe to say Weezer have fully embraced their memeage over the past few years. You know, it started with the internet's desire for Weezer to cover Africa by Toto. Fucking who knows why, but, you know, it's played in Beer Keller a lot. And from there, it's apparently fucking spiraled to now Weezer sort of like going into business for themselves and now making a full covers album. Like, fuck knows if this was meant to happen or not. But, like, there's been two sides of the coin, people praising and people criticising how self-aware it is in their own status in the modern meme world. And personally, I can't decide if Weezer have been very clever or Weezer have been very dull to choose the songs that they have, because a lot of these songs cater to the iconic Weezer sound. And, you know, covers albums are hard. Do you rearrange a song to fit your sound, to completely, like, rewrite it so that it fits you more than it does them? Or do you honour the original and just put your, like, keys and your distortion or whatever over the top of the original notes and original tablature? And I think this has gone... For the bulk of the album, I think they are honouring the original more, but again, like I said, I think that just suits the Weezer sound more. So you got songs like Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Happy Together, Mr. Blue Sky. If you sat someone down who'd never listened to Weezer before and just put them in a room and played 10 songs and put these 3 songs in there, no one would be able to tell you that they weren't originally Weezer songs. Like, without context, I honestly think people would think they're just normal Weezer songs compared to the rest of the back catalogue. Songs like Africa, Take On Me, Stand By Me, they really, really suit Rivers Cuomo vocally. And he hasn't lost a fucking step, has he? He does look old as fucking balls on the cover. And he's the only person I know where, if you take off his glasses, he actually looks older. But him vocally, he sounds exactly the same as he does when they started in the 90s. And when I was alluding to before, when I said about the guitar stepping in for a song, they did a cover of Paranoid by Black Sabbath, and they got the guitarist Brian Bell in to do the vocals, and he fucking nails it. Like, he's got the Aussie cowl down to an absolute T, and the whole song has such a fucking sweet guitar tone. It's so crunchy, it's so just really hammers home the song. Like, just for the guitar tone alone, I love that song, and that might just be the essence of Black Sabbath, what made them popular in the first place, but who knows. With everyone going nuclear for Africa, the song, not the country. Like, it was a song that got played in nightclubs a lot. It's played at beer kellers throughout the country pretty much every night, and people know all the words. I have a friend who can't stand the song. I'm starting to get that way because the song is everywhere. Why is it then that not a single person that I have seen has gone absolutely fucking bananas over the fact that they've covered No Scrubs by TLC? Like I said, Weezer are fully going into their like memeage now. They completely baffled the fan base in the lead up to the Black album, which is the one that's coming out in March. The album cover for the Black album, they're all donned in leather dominatrix dominatrix suits. No one has flinched at this. No one has finished at the leather suits. No one has finished at no scrubs. I just what? No one cares, and I don't understand why. It's such a fucking bonkers choice of song. It did, and it took this version of the song for me to discover the scientific definition of a scrub, which also leads me to believe that for the 90s, I think the original version of this came out in 1999. TLC, the members of TLC, had some fucking high standards for the late 90s. If you go and listen or read the lyrics to the song, you'll see that, yeah, they were fucking... You're not allowed to... Admittedly, the man in question, he still lives with home with his parents, he hasn't got that much money, or blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, not everyone can be fucking loaded, Mrs. Lucy Longlegs, Tear Eyes, or Chili, I think the other one... I can't remember the names. The T and the L and the S. Like, okay, he lives with his parents. Okay, he like hangs out with his mate who drives him around. We all have a friend that we like piggyback lists off of. Living with parents, he might just not have any money. But obviously, he does have any money. Else he'd have a place of his own. If you try to get a job, they're not that fucking easy. Just fuck off, TLC. I saw you release an album a couple of years ago, thinking you could do a comeback. Fucking no. I feel like I don't need to say, if you like XYZ, you'll like this album, because I think at this point, everyone has heard of Weezer, everyone has heard of fucking Africa, and everyone just knows exactly what to expect. So, yeah, Weezer, the new album, they'll be back later this year, around March time, when I'll be looking at the Black album, because the White album was great, this is okay, the Fever Daydream, I think it was called, was very mediocre, but because this is a self-titled Weezer album, the rule is, if it's named as Weezer, it gon' be good. So yeah, Black album later, but for now, Teal album, go check it out, because it's fucking maddening. And let me know what people